If you can't even handle boiling water and cheese, what chance do you have at building a life? I'm not here to comfort you. I'm here to hold up a mirror. Cacio e pepe, 3 ingredients, exposes more people than any complicated recipe ever could. The sauce splits, the cheese clumps, the water boils over. You blame the pan, the brand, the algorithm of fate. But it isn't the pasta. It isn't the cheese. It's you. And if you're already making excuses, you're exactly who this is for. Stay if you're brave. Leave and stay the same. Recently, scientists won an Ig Nobel for dissecting this simple dish. The brightest minds on Earth studying what most people dismiss as basic. Why? Because there's a law hiding in plain sight. The same physics that breaks your sauce breaks your habits. The same heat that curdles cheese curdles your plans. You don't fail because life is hard. You fail because you ignore order. Sequence decides everything. When you dump cheese into raging water, proteins panic. They seize, they tangle, they refuse to blend. No amount of stirring or apologizing can save a broken sauce. Life works the same way. You charge into goals with boiling emotions and zero foundation. You add results before you earn stability. You pour the cheese before the starch is ready. Then you call it bad luck. It isn't luck. It's your method, or your lack of one. Pause. Name the last thing you swore you'd change. Did it hold? Or did it dissolve in days? Most people will say, life got busy. That's the lie. Here's a quieter, uglier truth. You're out of sequence. You want the taste before the technique. You want the body before the sleep. The focus before the boundaries. The relationship before the self-respect. Sequence decides everything. You think you're different? Look at the numbers. The majority abandon their goals within weeks. Not because they re-weak, but because they stack chaos on top of chaos and call it ambition. Every day without method compounds into a future you won't want to live in. Every rushed attempt wires your brain to expect collapse. You're not just failing, you're practicing failure. Let's be clear, this isn't a cooking lesson. This is forensic psychology with a saucepan as evidence, and I'm going to show you step by step how to stop clumping your life. But I won't spoon-feed comfort. I'll give you a law, a brutal one. Follow it, and things hold. Ignore it, and everything separates. Here's your first gut check. If a 3-ingredient dish exposes you, what do you think a 3-decade dream will do? In the next breath, I'll reveal the rule that rescues both pasta and life, the one shift that turns chaos into control. Are you ready to hear it, or do you already feel the need to click away? Here it is, the rule you came for. Sequence. Not hustle, not motivation. Sequence. The order you do things either builds an emulsion or breaks it. In cacio e pepe, starch coats the cheese so proteins glide instead of grabbing. The water can't be raging. The heat can't be dead. There's a narrow window where everything binds. Miss it and the sauce fractures no matter how hard you stir. Your life has the same window. You keep dumping outcomes into boiling chaos and calling it effort. That isn't effort. That's sabotage. You want a villain? It's not lack of talent. It's your addiction to randomness. You worship motivation like a sugar high and ignore method like a meal. You binge productivity hacks and skip foundations. Then you act surprised when your mind curdles under pressure. Let me be blunt. Chaos isn't misfortune. It's malpractice. Sequence decides everything. Think mornings. Most people roll straight into a screen. Dopamine floods, attention snaps, and the day warps before it begins. Wrong first step, wrong second step, predictable crash. Surveys show the majority check their phone within minutes of waking. Translation: they start the day at a boil, then wonder why calm never arrives. In pasta and in life, the first moves determine the last results. You think intensity can fix this. It can't. Stirring harder only shreds the sauce faster. Pushing harder on a broken order is how you burn out. The brain isn't a battlefield to conquer with force. It's a system to tune with sequence. Neuroscience has been shouting this for years. Stack one behavior at a time, stabilize it, then layer the next. People who change one variable win. People who change 5 variables at once collapse loudly. Pattern break. If you're still convinced you're the exception, you're already proving the rule. Exceptions don't argue with physics. They obey it earlier than everyone else. Now ask yourself ruthlessly, where are you skipping the starch? Sleep before focus? Boundaries before deep work? Food before willpower? If your base is wobbling, the cheese results, recognition, romance has nowhere to hold. You'll keep grabbing, clumping, and calling the mess fate. No, it's order or the absence of it. Here's the promise I'm making and the pressure I'm applying. Give me 60 seconds and I'll hand you a protocol that rescues both your source and your schedule. A simple, brutal sequence you can run tomorrow morning that forces stability before speed. If you want comfort, exit now. If you want control, keep breathing. Here's the sequence protocol you've been waiting for. The one shift that rescues both pasta and your broken routines. But I warn you, it's not glamorous, it's not trendy, and it won't flatter your ego, it will feel too simple. And that's exactly why most people reject it. Step 1. Identify your starch water, the foundation. In cooking, it's the starchy liquid that coats the cheese and forces it to blend. In your life, it's the one behavior that everything else depends on. Maybe it's sleep. Maybe it's focus hours. Maybe it's removing distractions. If you don't stabilize that first, nothing else will hold. Step 2, protect it like oxygen. Until the base is solid, you add nothing else. No upgrades, no hacks, no multitasking. Just the foundation repeated until it's bulletproof. Step 3, once stable, add the next step slowly. Control the order, control the temperature. Life is a lab, and you're either a scientist or a saboteur. Step 4, repeat. Build a chain, not a pile. That's how you break chaos. Sequence decides everything. You want numbers? Studies prove that when people change a single habit at a time, success rates nearly triple. But when they attempt 3 or more changes at once, over 90% collapse within weeks. 90%. Imagine 9 out of 10 sauces splitting in front of you. Would you still blame the pan? Or would you admit you rushed? Let me cut deeper. Every time you skip sequence, you are not just failing. You are programming failure into your nervous system. You are teaching your brain to expect collapse. That's why your failures all look the same. Different year, different goal, same fracture point. You are practicing chaos. Pause. Think of one dream you abandoned. You can see it, can't you? The moment it started well, then clumped, then died. That wasn't fate. That was sequence ignored. And here's the paradox. Once you master sequence in the smallest things, boiling water, building one tiny habit, you create proof. Proof that order is possible. And once your brain believes order is possible, bigger structures fall into place almost automatically. That's the tipping point between drifting and dominating. But here's the part most people will reject. Simplicity is brutal. They crave chaos because chaos feels exciting. They'll keep chasing dopamine, rushing steps, burning their own progress. And in 60 seconds, I'll show you exactly why most people choose chaos over sequence, knowing it will destroy them. The tragedy isn't that people fail. The tragedy is that they fail the same way, over and over, pretending it's bad luck, pretending it's someone else's fault. They stir harder in a broken pan, they chase harder in a broken order, and they call it effort. But effort without sequence is self-destruction. Sequence decides everything. Freedom isn't found in chaos. Freedom is found in order. The paradox is brutal. The more structure you submit to, the more power you gain. Ignore that, and your life dissolves like cheese in boiling water. Face it, and you discover control that most people never touch. So here's your challenge. Pick one area of your life and rebuild it like pasta. Start with the starch, the foundation. Maybe it's your sleep. Maybe it's one daily routine you've always ignored. Protect it, stabilize it. Then and only then add the next step. Slowly, deliberately. That's how order is built. That's how chaos is killed. But let's not sugarcoat this. Most people won't do it. They'll nod along, they'll feel inspired for an hour, then they'll run back to chaos. They'll keep living out of sequence and they'll die out of sequence. Stirring clumps, blaming the pan, blaming fate. Don't be one of them. If this message cut into you, prove it. Comment below. I choose sequence. Do it publicly, because when you declare something in the open, you start to wire it into your private identity. And if you're too afraid to type it, be honest, you're already choosing chaos. If you want to go deeper, I've left resources in the description books that show how discipline rewires your brain, how order restores focus, how sequence rebuilds a broken life. They're there if you're serious. If you're not, scroll away and stay the same. But here's the final cut. Life always gives you the result of your method. Nothing more, nothing less. Keep skipping sequence and you already know the ending. You've lived it before. Master sequence and you master yourself. And once you master yourself, everything changes. Next time we go darker. Scientists discovered a drug that supercharges your brain, but it destroys something more valuable than intelligence, something you can't replace. Once you hear what it takes from you, you'll never see your mind the same way again.